flew out of my pocket. Thank you, guys. All right, that's it. I'm totally heading over to the Bellagio to do a show. I'll be appearing at the Mirage all week. Doing Never. Okay, we have about 2 minutes left, you guys. We have one question, a time for one. Okay, that was a guy, so let's ask a young lady. Yes. Come on. Actually, the question, the answer is no, really. I don't, actually. I don't do that. The only time I really ever do any voices of characters that I've done, not recording, is when I'm at a convention and you guys ask me to. But you know, after you've spent 8 or 9 hours doing, you know, Edward's voice or Ikaku's voice, you're kind of done hearing them for a while. You kind of go back to being you for a while. But I don't. Let's take one more quick question. Yes. Is it Wyatt? Wyatt, cool. Question.
But, are you a fan of the animated original series?
No. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Even back then, when it came on, I was like, what is this? And to hear some of the original actors talk about it, it's like, what were we thinking? But I do have this really awesome T-shirt from the animated series, and it's like Kirk, Spock, and McCoy. They're like running, and the first thing I noticed, of course, is that McCoy doesn't have the right number of stripes on his arm. And they're like, who did this T-shirt? Everybody knows Dr. McCoy has one solid stripe and then a stripe with hash mark. So it's because he's a lieutenant commander. Okay, now I'm being a geek. Okay, last question, I promise. Yes. Yes, you. Is it a good question? All right.
Why do you prefer Star Trek over Star Wars? Because Star Wars is so much better.
You know why? I have an answer for that. William Shatner. Strong with the Force, he is. Ooh, my. No, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I love Star Wars. Oh my gosh. You guys, you have no idea. You have no idea. I mean, I've got full Jedi robes. I have a huge, awesome collection of lightsaber replicas at my home right now. I went to all the Star Wars celebrations in full costume. That's right, I dressed up like a stormtrooper. I've dressed up like a TIE fighter pilot. You guys, if you don't know how much I love Star Wars, check out the following website. www.lightsaberworld.com. If you haven't found that, that's all like me in my total geekiness with my lightsaber collection and wearing my Jedi. You can see me like with a beard and my hair thrown back like Obi-Wan and like Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan. And you know what? I love Star Wars. I do. But you know what the difference is for me between Star Wars and Star Trek? When I was, this is a great way to end. I'm going to try to be inspirational. When I was young, 11, 12 years old, I started watching Star Trek and I fell in love with the imagination of the show. It didn't matter that the sets were cheesy or anything. I loved it. And it inspired my creativity. I started building things. I started drawing things. I got my mom to teach me how to use a sewing machine so I could make my own costumes. I would buy a movie camera and I would get all my friends in the neighborhood to play Star Trek with me and I would shoot my own episodes. I made tribbles. Star Trek inspired me. It kind of jump-started my creativity. And all of us have something like that. In fact, for a lot of you, I'll bet it's anime. Right? You fell in love with something, and it inspired you to draw, or to paint, or to sing, or to act, and even a number of different things, or to write fan fictions. To write. So you know what? As much as you love Star Trek, as much as you love anime, the way it has inspired your creativity, which is a wonderful thing, Star Trek was that for me. So it is always going to have a place in my heart way before George Lucas ever thought of Star Wars. You guys, we are out of time, and I love you madly, and I'm glad you hung out with me for a while. Check your schedule, and I will plan to see you guys at the autograph session, and if you dare, the Star Trek session. Thanks, guys. Love you.